Hey guys, I'm Anand, your tech guide from Tech Store, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest Dell Inspiron 15, the DC15255 series that has been launched in 2026. If you're planning to buy this particular model, it might be a Ryzen 3 or a Ryzen 5. These are all AMD variants of the Dell Inspiron 15 series of laptops. Then this video is a must watch for you before you make a buying decision. And if you already purchased this particular laptop, then this video will help you upgrade the RAM, upgrade the SSD, know your laptop better. Maybe in the future you want to replace the battery, you can watch this video. So let's get started. This particular model here that we are reviewing is having a Ryzen 5 7530U processor, and it has a 16 GB RAM and a 512 GB SSD. It comes preloaded with Windows 11 and MS Office. And it comes in black and silver variants. So on the top, there's absolutely the same matte finish. It's absolutely plastic. There's no metal whatsoever in the entire Dell Inspiron DC15250 series. However, high-end laptop you take, this series is entirely plastic. And the same hinges design is continued. The Dell logo is metallic and it is engraved. On the left side, we have the charging pin DC jack. We have the charging pin indicator, HDMI 2.1. You have a USB 3.0 port. You have a C-type connector. It is not Thunderbolt. On the right, we have a memory card reader slot and USB 2.0. Come on, you could have given at least another USB 3.0 and a headphone mic combi. So once you open the laptop, you see it's got 120 Hz Full HD IPS panel screen. The screen is very nice for this given price point. No other company gives you 120 Hz in this particular given price point. The keyboard is again very basic. It is having, the entire thing is plastic and there is no premiumness if you would ask me, and the entry-level variants do not have backlit, but the higher end Ryzen 7 variants have backlit in this. Again, there is no metal whatsoever inside. In the palm rest area and the touchpad, it's again the same color. There is no dual tone. Whatever silver you see over here is the same silver that you see on the touchpad area also. The Ryzen 5 logo and the AMD Radeon graphics is mentioned over here. The vents are again on the same location. There's no change in design whatsoever. Come on, Dell, you could have done better. You could have given a better design. This design is a big failure, but still we have continued to do the same thing. So let's see if the laptop opens with a one-hand operation. As you can see, it stutters as with all the series that Dell have launched all these years. So bad design on this. Let's see the top flex. So at the center there is a huge amount of flex. You can see the center is bad, really bad. Let's see the keyboard flex. There is good amount of flex at the center. It's tight at the ends, but at the center it is flexes there. So this, my friends, is a video taken from the web camera of the Dell DC15255 series of laptops, and the video quality is good, the audio quality is also good. Dell has always been good on the webcam and the audio captured through the web camera. So a thumbs up on the web camera. At the rear, you see these perforated vents. There is a gray finish, again pure plastic over here. And there are these screws which we will open now and show you how to upgrade the RAM, SSD and the other things that can be upgraded into this particular laptop. So let's get deep into it. First thing first, you need to flip the laptop. These screws have to be removed using a star screwdriver. This screw will not come off. Even this screw will not come off. This screw will come out. Just remove it and keep it in the hinges section. Take a triangular prier like this and start protruding. There would have been a cavity over here which would have come out because of the screw that you would have unscrewed. This is the way the inners of the Dell DC15255 look like. As you can see, replaceable RAM slot over here, batteries over here. So there's no space. I mean, there is space for hard drive, but the connector has been removed, unfortunately. And this is the way the whole thing looks like. So the battery over here is a G91J0, it's the same battery. So let's start with removing the battery first. Remove these screws. The first thing first you have to do always is to remove the batteries. The batteries have been removed. Now remove this particular connector over here. And the battery will come out. So the battery, as you can see very clearly, 41 watt-hour battery. It is a G91J0, 11.25 volts and 41 watt-hours. This is the power rating on the battery. 40 watt-hour is mentioned over here, 13.05 volts, 11.25 volts. So this is the battery. If you are just going to replace the battery, take a battery like this and just put it back and you're good to go for the battery replacement. So coming to the part where the RAM is, as you can see, there are 2 RAM slots. So the total upgrade capacity is up to 32 GB comfortably, 16 plus 16. Right now this particular model, the DC15255 with the Ryzen 5, has got a single 16 GB RAM strip over here. And this is the RAM. This is a 3200 megahertz DDR4 memory. So many websites have shown that this has got a DDR5, but you can clearly see the DC15255 Ryzen 5 model has got a 16 GB DDR4 3200 megahertz memory, as you can see very clearly. So take a similar RAM like this. It may be another 16 GB or another 8 GB depending on your budget, and you can upgrade it up to 32 GB or 24 GB comfortably. We have not tried for the 64 GB configuration as the RAM prices are very high. So this is what we would suggest. Just take another 16 GB and you can upgrade it. Just take maybe this is another RAM and then just insert it like this and press it from top and you're good to go. Now coming to the part where the SSD is, it has got a M.2 NVMe 2230 SSD, small form factor SSD over here. So we will remove it. Again, a star screwdriver, a smaller one. Just remove it like this, and this is the holder for the M.2 SSD, and the SSD will come off. So this basically is a Gen 4 NVMe SSD, as you can very clearly see. This is a 512 GB that has come installed, pre-installed, and will give you a good comfortable read-write speed of up to 4000 Mbps. So you can also take large form factor longer ones, the 2280 ones, and you can also insert it if you want to upgrade. And this particular cut short memory is not available, that is the 2230 is not available. You can take a 2280 also and you can upgrade it. So just the way we insert it over here like this, and we put the cover, we can just remove it, and if you take a longer 2280, you can just put it and you can just screw it over here. So the total SSD upgrade capacity is up to 2 TB comfortably. You can take a 2 TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD, easily upgrade this. So there are these notches over here, 1 and 2. The thing has to go like this, and just need to, and it holds up very comfortably. So there is a thermal pad over here for dissipating the heat. So coming to the part where the Wi-Fi chip is, there's this one screw over here which you have to remove, and it comes out, and you can just remove this Wi-Fi chip if you want to just replace it. Remove the 2 antennas, and you can take a similar Wi-Fi chip and just insert it back very comfortably, just like this, and again fit the placeholder like this. Motherboard part over here, this is the heat sink. So if you want to just remove it and apply thermal paste, you need to remove this fan. We'll show you how to remove the fan. This is the daughter board, this is the main motherboard, this is the VGA display cable. If in a scenario your laptop screen is flickering or anything, you can just remove this once and again fit it many times, it works. So this is where the DC jack is. So you can just remove these 2 screws, remove the hinges, and you can replace the DC jack also. These are the speakers 1 and 2. They're connected to this particular one single connector. So there's no screw or anything, there's no glue. These just come out like this, and you can take a similar speaker like this and just insert it back and this entire cable management has been done. And you can just remove this particular socket over here. Comes out like this, and just take another speaker and again put it back. And this is the keyboard connector. The higher end models, the Ryzen 7 or the i7s have a backlit option, but the Ryzen 5 entry-level does not have. This is the keyboard connector over here. So all in all, this is the way the inners of the DC15255. This is the model number. You can note it down in a scenario your motherboard has gone bad. This is the way the DC15255 looks like. I was a little not very happy that the hard drive connector is no longer there. They've just removed this. HDD is mentioned over here, but they've removed that particular connector, so you cannot put a magnetic drive anymore. So let us put this out. I need to show you how to remove the processor fan. Just need to remove this screw over here. Just need to remove it like this. And the processor fan is off. So in a scenario you want to have a replacement of the fan done, your fan is not working, this is the fan that you need to buy. This is the part number. The same fan you can just take and you can just insert it back. And you can put the screws back over here. The connector is put back. So let's put the battery back. So this, my friends, was a review and a disassembly video of the Dell Inspiron 15 2026 edition DC15255 series of laptops. And the model that we have reviewed is a Ryzen 5 7520 variant. It has got 16GB DDR4, which can be upgraded up to 32GB. The good thing is both the RAM bays are open, and you can put another 16GB, and you can also give it a try for 32 plus 32GB. It will certainly accommodate, the processor certainly accommodates that. And it has got upgradable SSD, so you can upgrade the SSD up to 2TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD. It comes by default with a 2230 small form factor SSD. You can put up to a 2280 M.2 NVMe SSD comfortably. In this video, we've also shown you how to replace the battery, remove the speaker, remove the Wi-Fi chip, literally access everything that is there inside the base of your laptop. We've done a lot of effort on this particular thing, and I'm sure it's going to help you out. The bad things about this entire laptop is the same design has been continued. There's no redesign, nothing fresh about the entire thing. The same bad hinges problem is going to again come up with this, because it does not open with a single hand, and there's a lot of flex on the top as well as on the keyboard. We could have at least expected metal somewhere in the entire, but the entire thing is pure plastic, not great quality plastic also. The keyboard quality is good, the screen is awesome, it's got full HD IPS 120Hz panel, the camera is very good, the speakers are very good. So all in all, if you leave apart the hinges being a problem, which will certainly come up for this particular model also, unless and until you get it calibrated, it is, say, a mix of good and bad. It's not like very good or it's not like very bad. So if you're a real Dell fan and you cannot do anything without it, then this is the model that you have to buy. But if you are somebody who can wait for some time, I'm very sure this design is going to be out of production in some time, because it's been 5 years. They've been just reusing the same build, the same design. There's been no changes whatsoever. So let's hope that the next variant of Dell will have a new, fresher outlook and a design. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do let us know your suggestions and comments, and do not forget to subscribe to us. Thank you so much.